Hello, welcome all viewers to the new video. And I am playing from black side now. Let's see. Okay, so this tournament is live. This is London system, and you are expected to be very good positional player if you are playing against London system or you are playing London system yourself. So many beginners are unaware what positional chess is or what tactical chess is. So, from my knowledge, I'll just like to explain. So, when you play tactical chess, you are intended to play many open positions, and there are a lot of tactics which can happen in the game. You have to be alert on all the tactics. While the positional play is such that you don't have any tactics right now in your position, but you have to make sure that whatever moves you make on the board, it is with accordance to the current position. You should understand what current position is, what the current position demands, and you have to make your moves accordingly. So these moves generally comprises of slight minor improvements in the position. There are not huge improvements, but slight minor improvements which will help you in the long run. So white is trying to sacrifice the pawn here. Let's go for the sacrifice. Let let white prove his sacrifice is worth. If I just save the g7 pawn, now I need to play rook a7 and bring the rook to f7 for my defense. I think I might survive. Now rook e1 is quite dangerous. So queen f4 check. Is it working? Queen f4, king b1, and d2, e6 will be hanging. Okay, let's try queen f4 check. And now e6 I'll like to support with rook e8 or rook h6. Rook h6 is better here. Rook h6 is kind of forcing white to exchange his queen. I cannot find. Oh, nb2 is available. nb2, knight takes d3. Should be winning now. Yep. Let me capture this. Yeah, okay. Should I play queen f2? Knight d3 is available, but queen f2. No, rook d2 will be interposed and then I'll lose my knight. So let's capture the. Okay, interesting. I can go for queen f3 check, queen takes d1, but I'm afraid about queen e6. Is there a perpetual check? No, I don't think so. There is a perpetual check available right now. Let's go for the rook. So whenever you are in plus position, just make sure that you are not giving any perpetual checks to your opponent. Opponent will be happy in this case just to okay, queen f5 check is possible, queen d6 is possible. Let us block the checks. Just trying to bring back queen to defense. Just make sure that you don't give your opponent a series of checks, or at least keep some cover for your king so that you can hide behind that cover and you can stop all the checks that are possible. So queen d5 check is queen e6 is possible. I can just interpose if I play queen king h7 is okay. I don't think there is any check left after queen h7. Queen in e4 is not possible. f5 is not possible. So okay, let us give some checks and play. Okay, time pressure, time pressure. c6 is hanging. e4 check. I did not consider that. Why? It was just a simple check. e4 check. If queen e6, then queen f7 should exchange the queens. So is not playing it. I think I'll get the queen now. Probably no, not yet. And rook. Yep, queen e7 check. Rook f2 check, and queen e1 should be a happy mate for me. Come on, king b2, king b2, king b2, play king b2. Okay, he's avoiding the exchange. He knows that it's a loss. I have to be very, very quick now. I have 17 seconds. I should play with ease now. Okay, it was a good game. Let me pause and let's check few other games. What's happening around there? So Sri Shirav is leading right now. Simple player, that was me. Atal is some I haven't seen this ID before. Probably a new player. Good to have new players in the tournament. So 11 players playing right now. Let's go to one of the games. Sri Shirav and Tanmay Magade. So let's see. It's an ending currently and looks quite equal. Looks Troyish with Sri Shirav and time pressure. Mm, yeah, black should win now, Hydra. Black should win now. The passer on the B file is very critical. Unless black makes any mistakes or plays a weaker attack or exposes his king to perpetual checks, black should be able to win this. Yep. The king will need a very good shelter now. G5 check was there probably. G5, if rook takes G5, then rook B4 check. Oh, free rook. So Tanmay should win this game now. It's just a cakewalk. Capture, captures, and rook moves. Rook takes. Rook E5 probably. Rook E5. Yep. Let's go to the next game. Or the London system players, you can comment in the comment section what you feel about this opening, how you have played against higher rated players and how you have defeated them, and why we should learn London system, why we should play the London system. If you guys are regular London system players, then do definitely put in the comment section what you feel about London system and why you should play it. Why you think that London system is a strong system? I have seen many players trying to play London system and beating good players as well, not just playing them but beating as well. So it's an interesting opening. Of course, you have to prepare a lot because there are different replies that you will get, and you have to be positionally very good. For example, this is a Carlsbad pawn structure, reverse Carlsbad pawn structure, which white gets here, and this is IQP on the d5 square. That is not much helpful for black. It gives a target to white. White just has to. Okay, let me play h3. The spin will be annoying. I know that. Bishop h5 and oh, he exchanged. Shishirov exchanged. What is a trap? Is there any trap? Is there any trap over here? No. Knight e4. I'm good. So just wants to develop the rook. Let me try putting some pressure on the d pawn now. Okay, let's me try to start with rook d1. Rook e8 and now bishop c2. I'm allowing rook e2. I know that that should not have been allowed, but okay, rook d2. I'm not allowing rook d2 now. Now I'm planning to play rook d1, but that will allow rook e8 check, rook takes e8. Let's put some pressure on d pawn. Yes, now I'm good. Now I'm feeling good because there is a tremendous pressure now. Can he push the pawn? Pawn takes, rook takes. No, he cannot push the pawn. And if he pushes the pawn by some means, then the b7 pawn is hanging out there. How should I build the pressure next? I have to attack the e5 rook now, make it uncomfortable on the fifth rank. Okay, so knight is here, just trying to block it out. F2 pawn will be a question now, in question now, because okay, but the knight is away. So let me try attacking the rook on e5. If I play f4, then there is a possibility that rook is getting pinned. So getting an IQP is easy, but executing the plan is difficult to capture that pawn. Okay, let's go for if I play c4 now. Let's give it a try. I don't want this annoying file to be. Oh, h3 is hanging. I missed it completely. h3 was hanging over here. A huge miss from my side. Okay, what is the idea? Attacking the d6, but f7 is hanging. So if I just attack and I allow him to capture the d6 pawn, I can go for mhm, b5, bishop b3 back, and now I think e6 will be a weakness, or I can play a4 and try to create another weakness there. Play a4, come on. Pawn takes, bishop takes, queen moves, and d6 will be hanging, so I have to make sure that this is supported. What if queen d3? Queen c6 check is available, I know that. King h2. b5 is hanging. Okay, thank you very much for the beef pawn. Check and king moves. What's next? Just playing simple chess. Don't be aggressive here. Don't be aggressive here. Okay, three attackers and one defender. Let me just try playing this. Time pressure, time pressure. No problem, but it's something that I can enjoy. Okay, so let's look at some other games. Atal is playing. Let's look at Tanmay is playing. Okay, Sam CKV is playing. Okay, Shri Shirao, Atal. Okay, let's see this game. What happened in the opening? So g6. So London system with a fianchetto by black. Bishop g7, bishop d3, nh5. Yep, yep. I read some theory that this bishop can be exchanged. It's good to exchange this bishop by playing nh5 as early as possible. Generally, white plays h3 over there and makes an escape square for his bishop to be safe on h2. Knight e4, bishop b7, knight d7, h5. Okay, so the game is over, but let's quickly check what happened over here. In b3, h4, queen e7. Okay, so it's an easy win for white. It was a quick exchange over here. This is something that white might have missed here. Sorry, black might have missed. That queen e8 check is also available, and knight on c5 was very strong. Okay, so let's go back and check another game. Okay, in c6, e3, bishop g4, c4, pawn takes, bishop takes, e6, castles, bishop e7, castles, bishop d3, knight d5, bishop g3, f5, h3, bishop h4. So pretty much, so here black has taken up a different approach by attacking the queen side by playing f5, leaving an e6, a weak square on e6. But how will white make use of that e6 square? Knight is beautifully placed on f4 now. Bishop f4, rook f4, knight d4. D4 pawn is hanging. Yep. 5. This seems to be an interesting position actually. There is a knight sitting on d4. Okay, let's see what happened in the game. So c5, after c5, knight f3, was not such a good move. Knight probably could have gone to c4. Okay, so knight f3, g f3, queen, and this should be an easy game for black now, but it's an ending. So let's see how the players play. Rook e8, probably rook e7 idea to interpose the rook after rook d7 check. Yes, that's how black has. White should not have exchanged the rooks because black is having a clear majority on queen side. I think it's the time pressure which is allowing or forcing white to exchange his minor major pieces. Mhm. So this is again an instructive end game wherein you are a pawn up and you should know how to win in these positions. Directly go for the weak pawns on queen side in this case, and I think, yep, black is victorious. White ran out of time. So let's go back to tournament and check few games. Let's try playing a game. Okay, I'll just close the extra windows over here. Okay, I might get a pairing soon. So this is the channel wherein all the videos, YouTube channel, our YouTube channel, which is available, and you can see all these videos on our channel. There is a wide variety of. This is a live system, which is live video, which is going on now. Okay, so I have to move. The game has started. Let me play c6. Let me play e6. I'm just trying to build a solid defense in this game, not trying too much, and just awaiting for white to make some kind of mistake, which I can then take advantage of. Somewhere e4 has to be tried by white over here. Yes, so he's going for the f4 system here, but this structure, this f4, e3, and d4, this is sometimes called as Botvinnik pawn structure. You have to break them by playing c5 or f5 breaks by black side. Okay, now a7 is hanging, queen is having. Let me play queen b8 and save my a7 pawn as well. Later on, probably I can play a6. I will kick the knight away and then use the open c file to develop my attack. So first a6, now knight goes back, and then I can capture the pawn on c4 for free. Bishop will be exchanged, bishop takes b7, queen takes b7, and then e4 is something that I'll be very much happy about. I will have a great control on e4 with an extra pawn on c file. So this is generally what happens when you just push the pawns without thinking much, and d3, b3, these are holes where this knight can jump into and live its remaining of the happy life. What does white tend to do here? Okay, if knight comes to e5, I'll attack the c4 pawn. So let me just exchange it or play this knight e4. I don't want a double pawn here, so I'm just supporting this knight for now. If f3, then okay, knight takes queen f3. Queen f3 should be met by f5, probably f5, knight e5, f3, f3. Let me come back here. Knight e5 is expected, knight e5, rook d8. Okay, c4 is hanging. Oh, there is a fork here. A pretty nice fork on b3. Tanmay, you missed it. Don't ignore this annoying knight. Okay, now let me just try to quickly mobilize my rooks. Yep, he'll try to create some kind of play here. Let me pin the knight and try for the queen exchange. After the queen is exchanged, I have an extra pawn over here. Okay, I have extra pawn on the queen side as well as I have exchange, which I can go for in the end game. And now there is another chance that if I play, if the king is on h7, h2, knight is on e5, there's a f6 break, f6 pin available right now. So should I go for it? Should I play rook check and queen back? Or yes, let me do that. First get the rooks off the board, pin the knight again. Now the threat is f6, so he has to play move like f4. But after f4, yep, now I have to figure out how I can continue. There's a 8, there's a threat on. Okay, let me just kick this knight away. I don't like it here. There was also a back rank available, so knight e6. Oh, e6 was hanging. Yep. Now queen b7 probably. E6 will be hanging. Knight b5. Knight b5 can capture the pawn on e3, followed by knight d6 is no knight c7 is possible. We just capture the pawn on a3. f5. I'll just give this check first and push the pawn. Knight e6 is expected. And now let me take the open file. Oh, bad move. Queen b7 is winning, I think, for queen b7 is winning for white. I think queen b7 was completely winning for white there. Okay, back to tournament. Let's pause and see some games. What? How much? 6 minutes remaining. Okay. Last 6 minutes remaining. Okay. e6 symmetrical. Okay. c5 was played. Bishop takes c5. Bishop e3 is not a good move. I don't like this. Good outpost on d4, but how are you going to play now? The bishop on f1 is kind of a dead piece. It's just a dead piece because of the e2 pawn stuck on e2. Pawn cannot be pushed. You have to play g3 and bishop h3 or bishop g2, but then bishop will be going in at such a place from where it is not helping you in your plan. So knight d3 probably can be played here. If by chance black captures on d3, then white can play e cross d3 and his bishop will be free on e2. Thank you very much, blacks. I think that is helpful for uh, black or white right now. The e2 bishop is free. The bishop on f1 is freed. Now bishop can go to e2 and then hop on to f3 and then try to play e4 break if possible. It's an interesting game wherein white is pawn up, but there are open files, A and B files, which black will definitely try to exploit. And given that the bishop on f1 has just got into the game, e5 I think is the move here. That knight should have been dislodged from d4, and then queen could have captured the e3 pawn. So e5 I think was a good move. Instead of exchanging the rooks, just go for e5, disturb that knight on, which a well placed knight on d4. Yep, e5 is here, knight c2 probably. Oh no, now e3 is defended by the queen, so knight can go to f3. There is no other square remaining. Yep, 4. White will have to make some quick moves here. Queen f2. Okay. White should win this one. Now the bishop is free, and there are passes on the A and B files. Queen e2. This is risky. This is something that white should not have done. Now black will win because he has two quick passers in the e file. The e file will be a critical unless Yes, this is what I'm saying. So perpetual checks is something that you should have taken care of. Exchange is not going to work. Why did white exchange? Exchange was not going to work. Okay. So last 2.5, 3 minutes. Let's join and try to play one of the games. Let's try Berserk this time. So Berserk is a mode, yeah. So for the players who are playing for the first time or are new to chess, Lee chess especially, Berserk mode is something that you can play in the tournaments, and so it will reduce your time by half. But if you win the game, you will get uh, extra move, extra point for that. Okay, so I've just clicked on the Berserk mode. I'm just playing very fast now. Okay, it also loses your increment. You won't get any increment while playing now. Let me just dislodge this knight from here. G6, queen, go here now. H4, H5 can also be played. Um, Let me bring my knight into the game. Queen F8, Queen H4. Yep, pressure, pressure, pressure. Put some pressure. I like this queen. Look at this queen in the corner of the board. Okay, now the threat is to play. Okay, knight takes e5 and bishop f6. Am I not getting a piece here? Knight d3, bishop takes h8, knight takes e1, rook takes e1, and I am left with rook and queen versus rook, two rooks and a bishop with the central passes for black, but with the passive bishop. So yeah, that's what I was trying to calculate. Let me save this bishop and put my queen on h6. Yeah, this is interesting. This is interesting. Now king h1. Now king is going to come on h7, right? So how can I get in? How can I get in? Rook d4, rook h4, rook h4, rook h3, rook h5. Yes. Wow. Beautiful game. Back to tournament, and I think, oh, it's still 30 seconds remaining. So just to brief up, you can see the right game which is going on the right hand side who are watching the tournament. Just to brief up, this tournament which is live happens every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. You can join this tournament. You can join the WhatsApp group. It's given below in the description. And if you want to play tournaments daily, we have a daily tournament which is a we for play in the formats of 3 plus 2 or 2 plus 1 and 1 plus 0 bullet builds all the formats in the entire week from Monday to Friday. You can play those tournaments as well. They start at 9 p.m. IST every day. So these are the results. Congratulations to all the winners: Kesa India, Tanmay Magade, and Atal 34. I hope all you guys who are watching this video have enjoyed this tournament. The important point is that you have learned something from this tournament. If you watch this video again, you will find different openings, different combinations, different ways in which you have to think. When I am commentating, I just put my thoughts, what is coming to my mind, into this video. So I hope this will help you out in improving your thinking process. If you're in between 1000 rating and 1500 or 1800 rating, my thoughts are definitely going to help you out to improve your rating. And if you have any suggestions, to put in the comment section. If you have anything, any questions or any suggestions, anything you have, you put in the comment section. I'll definitely try to answer them. So for now, that's it. Have a good night. Bye bye and take care until the next tournament.